We're getting there. Okay. Let's see here if I can get this right. I'm getting there. Okay. Hey there. Okay, I have on my thumbnail here that we are streaming from Shibuya, but we are actually not streaming from Shibuya. We are streaming from Shinjuku. I am in, what is this area called? East Shinjuku, southeast area of Shinjuku, and I am over here by the Disc Union, the major vinyl, I call it Union Vinyl. Oh, let's see, can you guys hear me okay? Maybe not. Let's check. Check, okay. Maybe that's sounding a little bit better. We're getting there. Okay, check. Okay, how do you do? So I might not have been coming through before, maybe I was, but if I wasn't, I had said that I was gonna be streaming from the streets of Shibuya, but on a whim, I came to Shinjuku and I had a little idea. I've come to Shinjuku all the time, but I have done some behind the scenes Tokyo record style here. It's the only place that I've ever actually recorded myself in the process of making somebody's photo with my camera for Tokyo Record Style. Now, if you're new here, Tokyo Record Style is my project where I document people with their recently scored record collections or with their recently scored records from shops that they've got at any of the either big music houses here in Japan or some of the indie places. And it was a project that was inspired by another pal of mine named John Saipal of the Tokyo Camera Style Project, and he photographs and documents camera culture, photography culture on the streets of Tokyo. And I love this project, and I was so inspired by it that I wanted to do it with records. So when I see people carrying Disc Union or Tower Records or HMV record store bags, I stop them on the streets and I say, hey, did you score some records? And they say, yes, why? And I said, because I take pictures of people with their records. And that evolved into the YouTube channel that you're watching now. So the main project is actually this photography project, and the YouTube thing is sort of came out of that. So I thought I'm gonna try today to actually kill two birds with one stone, iseki nicho, as we say in Japanese. I'm gonna see if I can not only interview somebody with record purchases and chat them up on the streets of Shinjuku, but I'm actually gonna try to make a photo of them. And I think with my camera here, if I do this right, I may be able to, okay, I can't go, that's as far as I can go out. I was hoping I could be able to go out a little bit further. Well, hopefully I can get my camera pointed in the right direction, and there'll be enough people on the streets that I needn't worry that somebody runs off with my phone or my camera while I'm photographing them, because it's a lot of moving parts, okay? That's basically what it is. I can tell that, I don't know if I'm all here. I've had COVID for the last literally like 10 days, and I can feel it in my throat. Check out this guy on the dog. He's got a dog here. Looks really cool. Oh, the dog's got goggles on. Very cute, on a Husqvarna motorcycle. Let's see if I can you see the dog on the motorcycle? He's got goggles and everything. Forgive me, excuse me. So you'll have to forgive me for that. It's still in there, and I'm just trying to get it out. So I am here at a bizarre time of the, it's daytime, it's not nighttime. Why is it daytime and not nighttime? Because I normally try to hit you guys so that the West is waking up, Europe's awake, Japan's still awake, the record stores aren't closed yet, but I keep kind of, it's kind of like hit or miss. I've had a couple of no-hitters. It's okay. But I'm going to see if the afternoon maybe just, I don't know, let's play with the format. Let's play with the scheduling. So and let's see how long I can go for it. Yornimer in the house. I saw your comment. What's up, Yornimer? Nice to have you here. If you're tuning in from somewhere, let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I'll give you a shout out. What record? What's on your wish list? If you were here in Japan and you were here at the Vinyl Union, why am I not parked outside of the Vinyl Union that's right down the way? Why am I? By the way, folks, if you know Shinjuku and you know Vinyl Union, it's right over my shoulder. It's right there on the corner, and they just finished a Don Quixote, one of these Don Quixote like discount shopping places right across the street from it. It's brand new, which is a little bit of a bummer because that's where I normally park my motorcycle, and now I definitely can't park it there anymore. And the other thing that I'm slightly mindful about is that I am like technically on the city streets, and I got kicked off the private property of Ochanomizu's complex where their disc union is. And I don't want to get brushed along by disc union, so I've come over here adjacent. There's, by the way, there's the disc union, I think that's the punk one. That's where the cafe one was over there. It's like right there. That's one. And then there's another one. Where is it? There's another one in one of these buildings, the rock and roll one. Even though the main one is also the rock and roll one. There's a lot of disc unions in Shinjuku, and there used to even be a soundtrack. There was a whole disc union dedicated to anime and soundtracks and like spoken word or something. It was quite interesting. OJCs, I saw you in the house. Picture is nice and clear. Cheers for that. The voice isn't so nice and clear. I'm using a front-facing monitor on my iPhone. I'm using the front cameras, the good cameras, and I've got a monitor on the front of it that I'm casting to. So that allows me to see myself, and it allows me to look at the good cameras and to use the good cameras and zoom in, and I'm not beholden to the inside cameras. And I was finding that was having like not a very good results in low light, so I was definitely getting a better result in at nighttime with this new setup, and in daytime it should be really nice. So music, real quick. What's going on in music world? Music world is, I just finished Bill at the Vinyl versus Japan vinyl tag. Can you believe the Japan vinyl tag is still going on? I cannot believe it either, actually. And here I have a question for you. I have a question for you guys. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this cough, but I make thank you messages to everybody who has. This is not to like. It's a lot of effort, and I love it. It's been so much fun because what I did was I put these 20 prompts forward as we do with these vinyl tags. And I made, it was Japan-centric. It was things like sunrise soundtrack because Japan is the land of the rising sun, and it was origami, records with cool, intricate packaging or interesting folds or something like this. And Go Go Godzilla, album that destroyed your perceptions of music. And anyway, I go listen to all the records, and it's so fun. And I write these and then I promise that anybody who did it, because I didn't expect there to be but 3 people, if I was lucky, to do it, and yet some 40 or 50 people stepped forward to do it. And at first I thought I maybe had overpromised on this idea that I would go listen to everybody's records, but what I quickly found out was that it was this great reward, and as soon as I'm finished listening to all of these 50 people's 20 records plus alpha, I'm going to start over. I'm going to make a new one because it's turned out to be like the greatest way to discover new music and discover music that you should know but you don't. Alice Coltrane was one on Bill in the Vinyl versus list. Now, if you're paying attention to Tokyo Record Style channel, You may have seen a reel that I put out, an R-E-E-L, you know, short little video. Hey, this is Brian tuning in from Blue Note, Tokyo. I'm here to thank Bill from Bill's Vinyl Verse. Bill, thanks so much. If everybody wants to, you know, go follow Bill. That's the point of the Bill. That's the point of the Bill reels, or the mini reels, right? But as soon as those reels are over, I usually, I post those out to the public at large, and then I make like a 10 or 15 or 20 minute video specifically going through the entire list, and I make it private, or like, you know, only visible to the person who it's to. So I've done that for nearly everybody. I plan on doing it for everybody. But what it is it's my notes that I write down as I'm listening to the records. And actually, Bill's took up two, you know, entire pages of little chicken scratch notes. Oh, this is going to be a doozy. Let me just read you like a couple, just to give you a sense of what I write. Okay, so for OB1, a record with an OB on it, he put forth actually 6 records for this category. And yeah, I could have picked one to listen to it, but I would have robbed myself from listening to the other, you know, 5, 6 other records. So I actually like enjoy to like listen to them all. So I listened to his 1, 2, 3, 4, well, actually 4.5. And the first one was Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, A Night in Tunisia. And I've written here, off to a crazy rhythmic frenetic start. Hints of 1950s/60s mambo. Sounds like my grandmother's organ with the little block, the little drum machine that was inside the organ. You know, did your grandparents have an organ? Has to be Blakey playing on some, you know, some blocks on his drum kit. Loving on Lee Morgan on this. Dueling double trumpets was so nice. Swings like crazy, super groovy. Loving the Wayne Shorter, Bobby Timmons. And then we have, was that Jackie McLean on alto sax, Mal Waldron on piano, Willie Jones on drums. Then we've got the Charlie Mingus Jazz Workshop with Pithecanthropus erectus. This is, I've written here, super groovy, little Pink Pantherish, little Henry Mancini-ish. Mingus taught the players to play this music by ear and not by charts, which I like looked up on the wiki page as I was listening to it. That's another like just great fun aspect of doing this Japan Vinyl Tag, is like I'm learning about the records. I'm like, oh, Jackie McLean or Willie Jones, or, you know, I'm going to like look these people up, and they're like, you know, I know a lot of it, but I'm like burning it again and again and again to memory, which is really nice. I learned that it was a 10-minute tone poem from inspired by this notion of an early hominid route to jazz and the downfall of slavery and how it was essential listening for improvisational jazz. And then Mal Waldron's /2 record, you know, modern hard bop, Cole Porter cover. There's a Cole Porter cover on it. There's I've got some notes about Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I've got records, the great jazz trio from the Village Vanguard from '77, just coasting, super light and airy all over the place. They played here once a week, you know, and I've just written like little marginalia all over the place, and, you know, followed by Max Roach's Quartet, or Nomo, the released only in Japan record, followed by, yeah, there was part 1 and part 2, Kazumi Watanabe, Spice of Life, fusion jazz from Japan in the 80s. Lisa Belladonna and her record Appalachian Wilderness from 2021, and side 1 was this, and side 2 was that, and I go deep into these records, and I make these little videos that say thank you to Bill for putting these. This is the science that you dropped on me, and I want to send an intentional thank you to Bill and all the people who put records forward for the Japan Vinyl Tag. And I tell everybody, I don't want to be wasteful of your time. So watch it on double or triple speed and skip around, and don't even feel obliged to watch it. But you went so far as to make the thing. I want to at least honor it by listening to it. So, but the thing is that by the time I make these little videos, these little thank you videos, it's time to I send them to the people who watch them, and this was the intended purpose, but they get one view, which is, I don't need them to have more than one view, but I also am wondering, there's like 30 of them so far. Should I publish them publicly? Would that be something that would be valuable? I don't know. I wonder if that is. There's something kind of lovely about it, how it's this one-to-one conversation, and there isn't. It is just for them. But now that I made a bunch of them, and there's kind of like a lot of musical, I don't want to say knowledge, but like discovery in those videos. I wonder if they're worth, skipping through a couple of them. I don't wonder if that's would be something that I would watch. But anyway, what do you think? Is that something you would want to watch? If so, maybe I'll publish those publicly. Okay. Then, Japan Vinyl Tag is continuing on. Also, hopefully you got a newsletter from me in your mailbox last week or this week sometime. I had a birthday on September 11th, on the same day as that craziness in America. And I got a little behind on the newsletter because the newsletter is something that I do. I try to announce these events that I host. Thank you, Ed Topo. I see that. You could make a playlist. Yeah, you're right. I do post all of the individual links. I have to find an easy way to listen to them, and I'm finding that like YouTube is the best way to like catch them all. And to make a playlist with them on Spotify is possible, but I think I found that like a lot of the music, I think I tried that initially and it wasn't really kind of working that well. But I don't have playlists on YouTube, but I do make the community posts, and I put all the videos underneath them. And if you're following Tokyo Record Style on Facebook, I do the same thing over on Facebook. So if you want to go enjoy all the songs, you can. But I think I'm going to stay away from Spotify. Actually, I don't use Spotify. I use Apple Music. So I kind of don't like that guy, and I don't know if I'm gonna. But yes, I hear you. That's a good suggestion, Ed Topo. Thanks for that. Vinyl Kicks 86 in the house. Vinyl and Kick. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you, Yornimer, for the happy belated birthday wishes. Hey, Dallas, nice to see you, dude. Yes, I assume it's kind of like really late, really early for some of you guys. I am hot. It is like summer will not end. It's September 15th, and it's just like it will not end. But anyway, I like to send out newsletters when it's time to say like, hey, it's the holidays. Here's a Christmas-themed newsletter, or hey, it's, the Japan Vinyl Tag actually came out of it came out of a 20-year anniversary that I'd had in Japan last year. So I'm at 21 years officially this summer, and so, but I normally like to host these events called, it's 2:26 a.m. in Saskatchewan, says Dallas. Time to go to sleep, Dallas. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I lost my venue for my event, which was a super bummer. I lost my venue, kind of. I'm trying to get it back, but I was like waiting to send the newsletter until I could announce my next top 5 volume 15 or whatever it is. And like, I couldn't get the event, and I just kept getting delayed. And then next thing you know, it kind of went to the back burner. So I just sort of promised myself, okay, for this birthday, I'm going to get that newsletter out again. So I got it out. And if you didn't get it, it's nothing so special, but it's, it's a recap of the various things that I've been up to. It's kind of an amalgamation of all the different platforms, Instagram, my own homepage, YouTube, and so on. I mean, I really had the heat fever on Monday, a week ago. I think I'm healthy. I think I'm wondering if if I should not be out here. What do the doctors say about COVID these days? Is it I'm not entirely sure it was COVID, but it hit me like a a train. I didn't really get the test, but I felt like the other 2 times that I had it. So I assume it was COVID again. But I feel like I'm well past the thing. Anyway, the newsletter. So if you didn't get the newsletter and you're keen to get it, drop me a chat here and say, sign me up, or yes, I want the newsletter, or yes, I want the newsletter and sign me up, or send me an email at tokyorecordstyle@gmail.com and I'll sign you up for the newsletter and I'll send you all the past episodes or all the past editions that you can check out. And if anybody, okay, this is kind of a random one, but I write a lot of newsletters, and I don't know if I'm particularly great at writing newsletters, but I write a lot of them, and I have for years, decades. And if you have they say that your newsletter list is like your most valuable, database. And if my newsletter is tiny compared to my YouTube subscribers or my Instagram or blah blah blah, but I value them a lot because they went out of their way to sign up for it, and you can see like how many people open it and things like this. And if anybody has any interest in how to make a newsletter or how to, I'm more than happy to kind of guide you through what little I know about making newsletters and about how the tools that I use to send them out. So that's an open invite. Talk about newsletter talk. We're going to talk to some record people here, I promise. But I'm just going to keep going here a little bit. I got everybody up I got the backlog, nearly everybody. There's like 1 or 2 that are still not up, but I've got nearly the entire backlog of photographed people for Tokyo Record Style that are they're all up on the website. All the stories have been written, and so I'm feeling I'm feeling pretty good. Like I'm like back on track a little bit. And even today's stream is really just to flex this very muscle. Like I was like, okay, I just gotta go do it. I just gotta go do one just for fun. So that's all back on track, and I'm very happy about. Yeah, I'm very just happy about like what's going to happen next. I think like a book has got to be on the horizon. Stickers are very close. I need one thing. I just need like help with one little thing. And I've kind of like used up all my please help me's with my designer friend. And I really need a graphic designer friend to do the pithiest little thing, but I cannot do it myself. Maybe I should hire like one of those, one of those companies where they do it. Where you put out a little task and then somebody's like, oh, I'll do that for $5. And then the other thing is that Fish, my beloved favorite band Fish, just started a mini 8-day tour yesterday with this bourbon something festival in Louisville, Kentucky yesterday. Just an interesting little side note. They, because Fish has to, for those kind of festival venues, they don't play festivals other than their own very often. And when they do, they play a little bit of a basic set. They don't really go super deep cuts, and it was a little tiny bit of a boring show, a little bit. But today they played Birmingham, Alabama, and fuck, it was a rager. It was a rager of a show today. So good. I'm saying like top 10 shows of the last 5 years. Very, very hot show. So yeah, that's my music world, I think, basically. Got a little sick, listened to a lot of jazz records, got my newsletter out, contemplated the whole craziness in America, had a birthday, and here I am, back out on the streets of Shinjuku. So thanks for letting me update you, and thanks for being here. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so let's talk to some record collectors. Let's see if we can find some. And let's see if we can do this idea. I'm not totally sure it'll work because I'm gonna have to do the camera in some interesting way. Here's some, are these guys look cool. I don't think those are records though. Those guys are those Toho cinemas. They've gone to the movies. Although it looks like they're, I can't turn it around. Well, we've got, I'm sure, the reason that I'm, again, like not staked out right in front of Disc Union in Shinjuku is because they're playing music. And I don't want to get dinged for music. I'm actually like, even though these like streams bring me like 25 cents, I still want to monetize them and yeah, do my best to do that. So I don't really want to get dinged with the copyright thing. And I can hear it's playing really loud out in the streets, and I figure if I just stand right out there, I'm going to get dinged. Chua. Guy's pretty cool. He had a record. He gave me the look. But I could just tell he was a little bit going a little too fast. But we'll try to get the next guy. We have, I haven't been to Shinjuku on a Sunday in a long time. Today's actually, tomorrow's a national holiday. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to be streaming with my pal Andrea. We're going to do Ridiculous about 12 hours from now. I put up a video, a thumbnail of, you know, a placeholder for the video that we're going to hold in about 10 hours. We're going to have a little podcast about our fish-centric podcast where we read long-form essays. And we're just going to kind of riff about this tour starter, and we're going to read a few essays from Japan's 2000 tour. And we actually secured a special guest for our next week episode, Jamie Janover. If you don't know Jamie Janover, he's a very interesting character. He plays hammer dulcimer, and very talented musician. He's part of the Everyone Orchestra, and he's a Burning Man guy, and he's got this Realms mobile, and we're gonna set that up on tomorrow's stream for down the line when we have somebody else to stream to, when we have him on the stream. There's a Disc Union guy. Here comes the parking guys. I'm like a little bit mindful that this is where I bought my sofa. This is the building I'm standing in front of. Osuka DC Otsuka. IDC Otsuka. I don't even know. Oh, shit. Dude, couple of bucks towards stickers. Dallas is the man. Thank you very, very much. Very, very thoughtful of you. I'm there. I just need to do the thing, and I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. I'm so there. Thank you so much, Dallas. Very thoughtful of you. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you're being entertained in the middle of the night. Hope you're getting some entertainment value. Yeah, I mean, what else do you guys want to see? What else do you guys want? Tell me some things that you want to see. Tell me some places you want to go in Tokyo. Tell me some, like, I've been seeing so much record content, record-loving content on Tokyo, on YouTube, and I'll come out there in like 2 days, bro. Wow, you guys look cool. Those guys look amazing. I think that's a basketball player, maybe. He's just got the swagger. He's got a baller swagger. Oh. Sumimasen. Oh, there goes my water bottle. He was not interested. I didn't want to shout at him either. What was I saying? I go back. Sometimes if I lose my train of thought, I go back and I rewatch these streams and I'm like, oh, that's what I was saying. I want to tell myself, oh, that's what I was saying. But I can't, of course. If you guys are listening carefully enough, you guys can tell me that. But I'm assuming you're either like half asleep in bed or, I don't know, making breakfast or, yeah, just having on some music, some random ramblings while you're trying to hit the hay, perhaps. That's the tricky thing about living on this side of the planet is that, yeah, you're on another time zone. But yeah. So yeah, Jamie Janover. I was mentioning that, Jamie Janover. We're going to get Jamie Janover. We're going to get Michael Travis from String Cheese Incident, the drummer from String Cheese Incident. He's going to come hang out with us. He agreed to it too. I'm very excited about that. And if Michael says yes and Travis says yes, I have a feeling we might be able to get a whole bunch of fun people. So those will be two guys that'll be fun to talk to. Oh, these guys look cool. Okay, I see them. They've got records. Some people have the paper record bag. They're walking far away. Now looking over here. Kind of striking out here. Maybe I need to move a little bit closer to Disc Union. Or maybe you guys need to point out record collectors on the other side of behind me. I've seen a bunch of people. You want this spot? Here, dozo. These guys wanted to, there's some guys over here, they want to take a picture of something. There's a whole crew of people wanting to take pictures. Well, I have my little sign here. Show me your records. I have it with me. And here we can look at this view for a while. This is kind of fun. What are these guys looking at? Oh, it's some like Chinese or Hong Kong, Taiwanese ramen. Tamjai Samgor. I'm not sure. Curious if you ever listened to the Afghan Wigs. Kind of, yes, a little bit. I think I had one of their CDs. They were kind of a little bit like, I was searching for some new artists when I found the Afghan Wigs. I think that like the vocalists kind of like, sometimes that's really what I'm after, and sometimes I'm like, I can't listen to so much of it. But yeah, why do you ask about Afghan Wigs? I do like Afghan Wigs. On my way over here today, I heard somebody mention a record that I loved listening to around the same time I was listening to Afghan Wigs, maybe a little bit after actually. The of Monsters and Men, yeah, that record, the Dirty Paws one. That one was so good. Afghan Wigs, Greg Duell. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Greg Dooley are awesome. Okay, Greg Dooley, is he the frontman for Afghan Wigs? Congregation is a great album. Okay, are we still talking about Afghan Wigs? Okay, nice. Is your sign both in English and Japanese? No. No, it's not. It needs to be. It needs to be. Hello. You guys want to do YouTube? Want to come talk to YouTube? He said the young guy is just like, oh, somebody's talking YouTube. Oh. It was like somebody my son's age about, and he's just like, oh, it's like so much a part of their language, you know. It's so much a part of that world. They don't even like, you know. I see kids, they're just like, they're ready to talk. They are ready to talk. No matter who I am or what I'm doing, as long as the camera's going and it's obvious that I'm live streaming, they are ready to talk. We gotta find some record collectors. This is turning out to be a little tricky. Yeah, the other thing about the sign is that it's like on the ground and you can't really see it that well. And I would put it up higher, however, it would knock the tripod over. It's too heavy. Lead vocalist, okay, Greg Dooley. Dallas, you like the Gutter Twins, okay, with Mark Lanigan, which I'm a big fan of. Cool, we got some music conversation going on here. I had said that I had said on a previous stream that if music gets mentioned, I will link the music discussed in the comments, and I didn't follow through on that. But henceforth, I'll try. I'll try to put Afghan Wigs. Who else have we discussed? I'll try to. Yeah, maybe those jazz records I mentioned, or I'll try to be mindful of that. I'll try to anything that we discuss musically on these live streams or otherwise. I'll try to put in the comments. If I'm not, maybe I'm making too much work for myself, but okay. 45 minutes have I been going? How long have I been going? 35. Come on, don't we just need? Come on, this should be easy. Well, we have, let's see, we have gyoza over here. We have $1.99 beers, very, very, very cheap beers, that yellow sign up there. We've got, what's that one? Ramen Ichikakuya. I don't know where that one's from. Yokohama, which is actually quite famous for ramen. The Ramen Museum is in Yokohama. We've got Meguro Medo, Torimedo, some yakitori place. We've got a way off here in the distance is Cocoon Tower. The very top of that skyscraper is Cocoon Tower. It is a fashion university, the Mode College of Fashion. And we've got, I'm nervous I'm gonna knock something over. We've got, what else can we see? We've got a recycle shop called like Bring with like high-end, I see Gucci and what else? Fear of God, Celine, Undercover, Burberry, Dior. There's a shop where you can like buy new and used bags. I see, an escort service. I don't know what that one is. B Escort, Oasis Garden. This is probably like a kabakura, a place where you can go and have girls or boys maybe even like light your cigarettes and laugh at your jokes and pour you drinks and sell you overcharged champagne that you're meant to also buy for them. Girls bar, yes. And the planes are flying overhead here. It's a blue sky. It's a nice day. What else is down there? Shinjuku Station is right behind me. Oh, there's some disc union. すいません。今日レコード買った。すいません。すいません。Oh, the guy thought I was talking to him. We'll get there. They know I'm talking to them. You just gotta be like mindful. Like, not interested. I see some guys bought some. I see a family over here went to Tower, and bought some CDs, and they're here on holiday, and they look very interesting. And I think they're approachable if I can just catch their attention. It's tricky. It's tricky. I see some interesting fashion. Let's get this family. Come on. Sorry, getting a little boring here, folks. Doing my best. Is bubble tea there? Yes, there's about 7 bubble tea shops here. When I said I hadn't been to Shinjuku in quite a while and I didn't really remember like how insanely busy it is all the time, this is called Osoroi. Where did they go? 2 people wearing like the same kind of color clothes, like a date, red and black. See them? They're like, they coordinate their clothes. They go on a date and they're like, let's wear red. And you wear a red shirt and I'll wear red. That's called Osoroi. So, what was the question? I lost track of the question. Oh, the bubble tea place. My God, there was like 100 people lined up to get the bubble tea. Let's get these guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I really think we can get them. They're prime for the taking. They're just taking a breather. I'm gonna capture them. They're on holiday. I saw the comment that you appreciate the effort. Thank you for saying so. Two musical forces together. Really enjoyed the Twilight Singers as well. Okay, this is cool. I'll add these. The Gutter Twins. Okay. 40 Man's in the house. Sunday Morning in Squirrelland. 2 territorial spats. Oh no. 1 courtship. And at least 2 overeating squirrels that are too fat, or else 2 pregnancies. Okay. Oh, well, I hope we got the squirrel report there, and vinyl and Kick 66 as we appreciate the effort. Well, you're welcome, Vinyl 66. I'm doing my best, but we got like, come on. This was supposed to be a how do you say it? Dead easy. It was supposed to be a no-brainer. This was supposed to be a walk in the park is the one that I was looking for. I was supposed to be fending them off by coming here in the middle of the day. And yet I find myself here in this spot again, but I'm trying. We got balloons. James Farley's gonna be like, you need balloons. I'm like, I know, you're right, I do need balloons. It's the truth. The stickers will help. Want a sticker? Want a sticker? Want a sticker? Stickers will help. Where are all the record collectors? Let's go over here. We'll just kind of like, we'll just move over this way a little bit. You guys are here on vacation? On holiday? No? You live here? No? Are you a family? Is that your son? Did he buy some music? Tell him to come talk to me. You want to come talk about music? Come talk about music. You bought some, I see Tower Records. Yeah, nice. Okay, hold on. It's okay? You're taking a break, right? It's okay? It's your family?
Yeah.
Okay, come, I'm streaming on YouTube. Is it okay?
Okay,
yeah, come over here. What's your name? Jin. Jin, nice to meet you. I'm Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you.
Okay, do you live here in Japan, or are you visiting?
No, just visiting.
From where are you coming from?
Paris,
bonjour, bienvenido, nice to see you. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
First time in Japan?
Third time.
Third time. Why are you coming here so frequently?
Maybe the vibe.
Okay.
I think all people that have already traveled in Japan can relate to this.
Right.
Like this country is crazy, amazing.
Right. So many layers of sophistication and harmony and design, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so first time with your family together, or are you always traveling with your family?
This is my first travel. The one, I was alone, and it's the first time with them.
Okay, wow. You can tell them to come and say hello if they want to. So wait, Jin, and what you got? Who's on your shirt today? This is kind of cool. So wait. Let me tell you about this. This is called Tokyo. So I say, show me your records, but I think you got some CDs.
Yeah,
so let me show you. So what I do is I interview people who just like got Tower Records or Disc Union or something like this. You know, there's like you got these at Tower Records upstairs?
Yeah. In the Shibuya one.
In the Shibuya one. Okay, so you already went to Shibuya today.
Yeah.
Now Shinjuku.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us about the records that you got.
Okay. The first one is Persona 4 OST from the game.
Okay, wow, very nice.
Japanese RPG.
Okay, so this is a original soundtrack from a game called
Persona 4.
Personal 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know so well about game soundtracks, but this one looks really cool. 2 discs. We'll go listen to this. I know. Can you get this in France?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's something special for here. Okay, and you love this game.
Yeah, I love this
Okay,
game. Yeah.
and how is the soundtrack? Is it sort of like? Can you describe what the soundtrack's like?
I think it's like like high school vibes, funny vibes, and also dramatic vibes in some songs.
Are there vocals? Is it like punk, rock, all genres? Is it like 8-bit? Does it sound like video game? What is it? Is it like the high school vibes? Tell me more.
Yeah. I think it's more about J-pop vibes.
Okay, J-pop.
Like 2000s vibes.
Okay,
J-pop.
nice. All right, cool. P4, personal
Persona 4.
Personal original soundtrack. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And did you get something else? Very cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, by the way, I just was actually talking about a video game composer, Marty. Do you know of any famous video game music composers? Somebody reached out to me recently and told me they're coming to Japan with quite a famous video game composer, and I forgot what his name was. But are there? Do you know?
I
Don't
don't
know.
think
Okay. So, excuse me. I know that. Do you know this game called Doshin the Giant? Have you ever heard this game?
Nah,
Okay, I sometimes when I photograph people, I think you're the second or third, maybe only. I photograph maybe 500 people, and you're only the third or fourth person with video game soundtrack. So one that I photographed, it had a very avant-garde soundtrack. It's very ephemeral and kind of like, it doesn't seem like it would be a video game soundtrack. And I looked it up, and I read so many people loving on the soundtrack, and I read one little bit that said, this soundtrack changed my life. It's so important to me. It's the best soundtrack. This game is so special to me. And if you found your way to this game, consider yourself lucky. And I went and I listened to the soundtrack, and it was super, super cool. I think, how can people who don't really know well, any suggestions on people who don't really know well about video game soundtracks? How can we know more about them? Any ideas?
I think firstly, you have to play the game, of course. And like if you have a best video game, you will listen to the OST, like
Okay.
the game sound, I think about Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2.
Right.
A lot of song I think is composed by Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
Look, there was a lot of dramatic action and music.
Cool.
So I think, firstly, play the video game. If you already like the video game, you will like also the.
Tell us your top three video OSTs. Your top three OSTs.
P4.
P4.
I think third place. Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Second one. And on the top, Persona 3.
Persona 3. Okay, interesting. We're gonna have to check these games out. I don't know anything about them. Okay, and you got another CD as well.
Caesar.
Okay, who are we looking at? Who is this?
SZA.
SZA.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. We got a CD from SZA, and this looks really interesting. Wow, that is a crazy cool costume. Very nice. Called Lana.
Lana Deluxe.
Lana Deluxe. Okay, very cool. And what kind of music can we find on this?
It's a lot of Airbnb,
Okay.
chill vibes, a lot of heartbreak song, I think.
Okay.
Really chill, really cozy. Like in July, I was in a concert with her and Kendrick Lamar in Paris.
Wonderful.
So listen to this all these songs on live was crazy. Really
Okay, well, you heard it here, folks. Listen to Jin's recommendations, and you're bound to have a little taste of, original soundtrack from games, and very cool. Let's see if there's any questions for you. Very popular artist, SZA. Okay, SZA from LA. SZA, yeah, okay. And I wanted to ask you one more thing. So you're the third time in Japan. Are you going to travel around Japan, or you just stay in Tokyo?
in like 2 days, I'm going to Naha, Okinawa.
Okay, nice, wonderful. First time.
To Okinawa, yes.
Okay, Okinawa is beautiful. Hopefully it's going to be hot, I think.
Yeah, I
Summer
hope so.
never ends.
I hope so.
Okay. And what's a place that you can recommend people to go? And how's the record or music or record store scene in Paris? I imagine.
It's more little music shop. It's like all these stores like tokyorecordstyle, Disc Union, they don't exist in France. So it's more like independent music store.
Okay. No Tower Records, no Disc Union. Okay. And recommend us one place to go visit. I mean, where, if you can travel outside of Paris, where do you like to go in France?
Outside Paris?
Yeah.
I think like Nice.
Nice.
Or,
Yeah.
Cannes.
Cannes. Okay.
Yeah, Nice, yeah.
I've been to Provence. I've been to どこだった? Yeah, I've been to Marseille and I've been to the south of France. Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, Jin, thank you so much. Do your parents, are those your family, your parents? Do they want to come say hi? No? Mom, Dad, come on. Just hi. She says no. Come on. Okay. They say no. Jin, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Nice to meet you. You got the thing.
Yeah.
Follow me on Tokyo Record Style and oh, wait a second. Okay, so I can't explain to you because I'm using my phone right now. But actually, this is a photography project.
Okay.
Can I take your picture?
Yeah.
I have my camera here.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. We're gonna try this. This is today's kind of experiment. Sometimes I don't do the live streaming. I only do the photos.
Okay.
So here's what we'll do. We'll put this here, and like I'm gonna take 3 photos of you.
Okay.
And maybe we come like right here. Just maybe we leave that. It's okay. And maybe that's the shot right there. So if you can take your this taxi's coming quick. I'm sorry, but thank you so much. Okay, so here's what you do. Take your CD, and I'm gonna hold like I'll hold this, and you just hold it like this, or hold it like this.
Okay.
I wish I had the example to show you, but hold it like this, and then actually, because you have 2 CDs, why don't you do like this?
I can do like cards.
Yeah, you can do like this, or however you like, right? And then I'll come and I'll take each one individually, and then you put it back in the bag, and I'll take your full length shot.
Okay.
Okay, I'll help you, don't worry. So here, you hold those, and I'll do this. Okay, so maybe just come right here in the middle. You can be in the background. You come right here, and there's the shot, and maybe, yeah, let's see. Let's turn this way just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. And then eyes, just don't keep your feet like that, and then hold, yeah, perfect. Okay, here we go. Do we have battery? Nice, okay. Perfect, a little bit lower, just a little bit. Perfect, nice, dude. Love it, love it. Okay, now let me come in and do them one by one. And maybe you can use both hands. I get some of the jewelry and yeah, perfect. Okay, one. Hold on. Hold on, focus point. Okay, next one. Okay. Okay, last shot. Put them back in the bag. And then you just hold them like this. Anything is cool. Just do a cool pose. Are we in frame? I hope we're in frame. We might not be in frame. That's okay. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's just, yeah, whatever. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Mom and Dad, come on. Mom and Dad, one photo. I sent to you. Come on. Okay. Come on, last chance. Okay. Okay. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Okay, au revoir. Take care. Have fun. Take care now. Okay. That was fun. Okay, we did it, guys. We did one. That's Tokyo Record Style. That is Tokyo Record Style. Let me get my... Arigatou gozaimasu. Hontou ni arigatou. You guys want one photo? Okay. Well, let me make one with just a family photo for you with your phone. Right here. Come on, come on. We'll do one with your phone. Family photo, even just your phone. Okay, you guys do a nice pose. Come on. Welcome to Tokyo. Okay. Nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there you go.
Thank you very much.
All right, enjoy. Bye now. Okay. 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 Very fun. Very fun. I'll write to Jin. Hopefully he'll follow me. I'll say, hey, send me that picture of your folks. I will have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, that's nice. He was cool. Were we in frame? Oh, good. There's some people watching. Let's see. SZA. Yeah, it's SZA. I know who she is. I saw Nardwar, I think, interview her. But I don't really know. And the accent is always like, the French one especially, it's like, you know, it's just a little bit like, did I catch it right? Did I catch it right? You remember first time seeing Brian in photographer mode? Yes, that was me in photographer mode. I kind of was like, if something, my camera's a little, I got some setting that I don't ever have on, and I don't exactly know why it's on this bizarre setting. It got pushed in my bag somewhere. I don't want that one, I want this one. But then I have this, what the hell is going on in here? I've got things in my, there we go. That's what I want. Yeah. That was kind of, that's the way we do it. You kind of got to get in the groove a little bit. You got to cut me a little bit of slack because it's like, part of what I do is this kind of thing. The volunteer work that we do, we have to like, go to people and be like, hey, let's take a picture, blah, blah, blah. And then you do one, then you get the next one, and then you're like, you're a machine. And the camera that I use for those projects is like the really big one that takes a lot of, bits, you know, it's a lot of moving parts, and it's like getting into the zone of doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's so awesome, and I love it. And once you're like, oh, next, you know, they're lining up, and you're like, oh, you're panicked, you know, and then the next thing you know, you're like, become like a steam locomotive, and you're like, okay, yeah, you do this, and the ideas start flowing, and you get in that state, and you're like, oh, you guys do back-to-back like Charlie's Angels, and it's like, where are you coming out? And you've got like a million little ideas in your head that you've used over the years, and then you're like, gets to be fun. And, but when it's the first one, you're like, a little clunky, but still, it's been a while. Actually, I haven't shot. It's been like weeks. Even just like if you're out of practice for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it gets to be a little clunky, or even just a few days. But that was fun. I'm sitting here. You guys can hear me fine, but I got 2 microphones going. It's hot. It's really hot. Nice live stream. Cool perspective photo shoot. Yeah, we'll do another one. Why not? Let's try. This CD. I hope the photos work okay. Combo live stream interview photo project media mashup. Great idea. I should make this a regular incentive for people to stop and chat. They get their photo for free. Yeah. I even thought about bringing the big camera out here. But then it's like, it's really like I'm wearing 3 hats at the same time. It's really not a 2-person job. It's a 3-person or a 4-person job. But it's fun. It's a one-man band, truly. It's a one-man band. So the thing is that I can't show people what Tokyo Record Style is because I don't have the phone, because the phone's being used. So I like need another iPad, or I need an iPad that says this is what I do. And next thing you know, I'm gonna have like, it's gonna be this like washboard apparatus thing that I'm wearing around, and be like, look, here's the thing. I'm gonna look like a robot. It'll be pretty silly. Oh, there's some. Sumimasen. Oh, record kata. Oh, look over here with your son. Look over here. Oi, oi. Disquion. The other people are looking at me like, what's this guy doing? It's like, these guys are like, what's he doing? I'm just hoping that I'll catch his attention. I'll be like, oh, yo, you, come over here. Okay, well, we're losing light. I noticed that light wasn't fantastic on him there, so we might have to like change it up a little bit. I noticed that light wasn't really kind of ideal, but still fun. Okay, 30 seconds to an hour. We got 1, but we gotta get 3 is the goal. Konbanwa. You guys want to come talk about music? 音楽の話はどう? No. There goes a taxi. Okay. It's tough, guys. This COVID's really like keeping me down. Woo! Out here working. I'm working it. Yeah, and also like, you know, doing the photo shoot in front of others, it gets to be it's like letting people into your underwear drawer a little bit, you know? It's a little bit private thing. You know, just anybody's work. You know, having somebody to broadcast your work, who does that? I guess, yeah. I mean, creative work, which feels like, oh, here we go, which feels a little private to make in nature. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know if I could really handle, I've been on a couple of sets before where you're essentially the talent, and it's a lot of pressure. But it's fun too, it's an easy role. Hello. We're gonna get somebody. I used up all my music topics right at the beginning of the show. Note to self, save some of those for the patter that you will need to draw upon when you're in between, when you're in lulls. Yes, you got to save a little bit. I got it all out at once. That's always my tendency. I always kind of like I never want to save anything. I never want to hold anything back. I always want to just like go for it. And like why it's, you know, I never want to pace myself. It's just my tendency to like want to go full out. It's so hot. It's so hot and muggy. Hey there, Nick Pantazzi. Nice to see you. Zeb in the house. James Farley, good. It's so cool to see you on the streets when it's still daylight. Sort of, yep, it's still daylight. It's kind of, it's dusk. And yeah, I'm trying to try a little bit earlier hour. Tomorrow's a national holiday, so I'm just playing with it. I don't mind letting people see writing process while I construct sentences out of volunteer phrases. Out of volunteer phrases is something I've done in lecture theater. Okay. It's good for exposing transparency in any creativity. Yeah, but it's not something that people are willing to do so easily. I mean, I think that there's a lot of secret keeping and gatekeeping in creative worlds, and it's not... sometimes when I watch like Rick Beato talk to those rock and roll legends, like he just had an incredible 4-hour interview with David Gilmour over the course of 2 hour long videos, and he's asking him all these questions like, how did you do this, and how did you do that, and how did you do this, and I wonder if Dave Gilmour at a couple points I thought he wanted to say well, you know, better to just let some things be a mystery. Okay, glad to see everybody chatting together. We gotta get a couple more record collectors. All right. Well, we're getting the vibe of, should we walk down to Shinjuku and see if they're still playing music? Maybe they have to turn the music off at some point. Maybe it has to go down. I don't hear it. I mean, that was the reason I came down here, was because I didn't want the music to interfere with the stream. We can try. Why don't we try? We'll see if we can catch. We'll come back. We can just walk there and then we can come back. That'll be the plan. We'll just do that. Jin from Paris with cool hair and cool music and come on. Where are all the record collectors? Oh. Well, thanks for sticking around with me, folks. I appreciate it. You know, you guys are good. Good on you. You're good, loyal friends. I mean, I'm out here kind of just rambling, talking to myself. A lot of dead air time. And I appreciate you sticking around. I can still hear it. It's still going. I think I'm gonna avoid it. I don't really want to. It's jazz. I don't know. Does jazz still? Is it still copyrightable? Oh, there goes a cool somebody. I think I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna come back. Maybe I'll just try my luck on the other side of the street, just for fun. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. Let's just try. I think that was the better side to be sure, but let's just see if we got a lucky charm here. Uh-oh, I see a security guard barking at people. But I'm here on the public street. Should be okay. I'm here on the crosswalk now. Come on, record collector. Is that disc union still there? Yeah, it's there. There's another disc union. A good one, kind of the best one, actually, in my opinion. Right up there, two floors of it. Can you see? The black, that right there, that black little box, those 2 floors are disc unions. Sorry. Let's try this corner. The corner that I was using had these like little orange, those little orange pylon things, whatever you call them. It was kind of safe. Actually, let's just go back there. It's safe there. I'm behind these little orange things and I'm not going to get clipped. Yeah, this is definitely the safest spot. Okay, back to square one. I gave my thoughts about this whole mayhem in America going on right now. It's really looks like a tinderbox right now. There's so much, so much good guys and bad guys going on. It's a little scary. Lots of London. Yeah, they changed all the cabs here in Japan to these London cabs. I'm not really a fan, to be honest. They're actually like quite comfortable and nice. I don't mind riding in them. But as far as a vernacular in the city, they used to be blue and green and orange and yellow and bright, all these vibrant colors, and they kind of like made the city. And now they're all black, which, you know, I preferred the old ones. Are we tilting? Are we okay? Come on, no whammies, no whammies, big bucks, big, what was it, big bucks, no whammies, and, okay, I see one. I've spotted one in front of the Numazuko sushi place. Come on this way. Sigfredo Zanetti is kind of a famous Italian alternative to Starbucks. There's quite a lot of them in Japan. I used to come to this one from time to time. Sigfredo Zanetti, like, I don't know, kind of nice. A little McDonald's-y, but nice coffee. Not terrible. I used to like good meeting place back in the day when there weren't Starbucks everywhere. There was a time in Japan where there was not a Starbucks on every corner. When I came here, I think I remember the first Starbucks. Would that have been 2004? I think I remember the first Starbucks in Shinjuku. Where'd he go? Oh, where did that white bag go? Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? Oh, I lost him. Ah, shocker. Okay. God dang it, I don't want to do the thing that I know I should do. I was saying that like earlier that there's like so many YouTubers out here now and just TikTokers and just people with video cameras that are, you know, especially like in record world, there's so many out here who are doing record content. And I feel like I'm glad I haven't quite pigeonholed myself into that. I'm glad my channel is not just record stores and record culture. I'm glad that I can go around to a few different topics and I feel good about it. Like the record, the style, the Tokyo, like I've leaned into these notions and I don't feel completely married to record stores, although I do like it. I like that it comes back to records always, but I'm glad that I'm not beholden to them. Let me read some comments here. Ed Thomas says prefer a nice Toyota. They're actually all Toyotas, to be honest. They are all Toyotas. I'm pretty sure. Actually, now they're like all kinds of things. They're Teslas and they're hydrogen Audis and they're like weird things. Okay. The first Starbucks in Japan opened in August 1996 in the upscale Ginza district of Tokyo. Okay, interesting. Thanks for checking on that, Zeb. 96. Okay. I don't remember. I wasn't here in 96. I came 8 years later, so maybe they were everywhere. I don't remember them being everywhere, though. Yes, the Toyota Crown was the standard taxi in Tokyo, and the Super Deluxe before that. Well, the Super Deluxe, actually, I think is a version of the Crown. And the new Crowns are really cool, actually. I quite dig them a lot. They're pretty cool. Do the thing, what's the thing? Okay, Brian, I usually watch you on my TV, but then I caught one of your shows with a 360 camera on my phone. Very cool. Yes, maybe I will go home today with a 360 camera. Maybe I'll wrap this up after the next one, and maybe I'll give you guys a ride around Tokyo on the 360 camera. I did actually just today hook up my 360 camera mount in a better way. I haven't even tested it out. But should we just do that? Should we just give up on this? I really feel like I've kind of made it my goal to at least try to get 3 people. But I feel like a doofus just standing out here on the street corner talking to myself and to you guys. I'm reminded of this story like where I went snowboarding one time. I've told it before. And I wound up in a tree. What do they call it? Like a tree. I wound up in a hole, a giant pit next to the tree that took me like 30 minutes of like panting and just like depleting myself of all the energy at like on the very first run. And then after I got out of it, I wound up in this like ridiculous forest and I was just batting off. Hold on, let me get these guys. Sumimasen, kyo. That guy would have been cool. I missed it. I failed. I balked. I balked at it. He had a cool backpack with 1 million buttons on it, and but he had a Tower Records bag, but it didn't look like it had CDs. It was a small one, but it didn't look like it had CDs nor records, so maybe it was a happy accident. Well, they've dried up. They've officially dried up. But yeah, the snowboarding thing. I wound up in the, what is that called? What's that called when you like those holes next to the trees? And I got on the second lift of the day. I'd like driven up early in the morning, and the guy on the lift was a stranger. He's like, "How's your day going?" I'm like, "Terrible. I woke up early so I could get on the first tracks, and I ended up in a tree well." That's what it was, a tree well, and I couldn't get out of it. I like got like I'm so tired and fucking. It's like wanted a good first run, and you know, and I got slapped by all these trees, like going through this glade, and the guy was like, "Oh, dude, you gotta go." He was like a proper ski bum. He was like, "You gotta go home on those days." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Dude, it's like the mountain's telling you, go home." I was like, "Yeah, but I got here early." He's like, "Doesn't matter, man. Every once in a while, you just gotta surrender to the mountain. Time to go home, dude." And I was like, maybe you're right. And I went home after I'd like woken up at 3 in the morning and got there early and waited in the car and went home, and I was so happy about that decision. And yeah, I guess it's time. Well, let's do it. Well, I'll take you back to the bike. Maybe we'll see somebody along the way. That's all I can say is it'll be a little bit of a rough ride. But we'll go back. I feel like a doofus just standing out here on the street. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's like we're still going, but thank you for sticking it out with me. We got a CD. I'm ashamed of myself. I can't do better for you. Yeah, the snow wells next to trees, Nick, they are dangerous. Yeah, I did get out of it. Okay, just talking to nobody. So I keep putting my foot in my mouth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I don't get. I know. As soon as I said it, I regretted it. Sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. But it just feels like it feels a little weird to be talking to like a phone in the middle of this busy city. I do feel like a little bit of a doofus. You guys kind of don't feel real in a way. Yornimer, I like that about your channel too, about the fact that it's like, it's a little bit, goes off the script a little bit. I do too. I'm glad that I'm not like, because it's like finite. The record thing is finite, but the city, oh, that guy looked super cool. We'll see if we can catch up with him along the way. Okay. I got a lot I'm holding on to. Let's do this for the right way. This goes off. This goes on. It really, really just, in an hour's time, it went from like being packed to the gills to, oh, shit. I forgot about the sign. I got the sign. Ah! I'll bring you guys down here with me. Okay. Louis C.K. has this funny bit about like, I just want to be, I want to be thin enough so that I don't cut off my circulation and die when I reach down to tie my shoes. Which I find funny. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe when the sidecar comes. When the sidecar comes back, maybe that'll be a trick. Maybe we'll stream from the sidecar, and it'll all come together, and this will all be sort of runway for that. Maybe. What do you think? Okay. Off we go. Hold on, one more. Okay. It's bouncy, I assume. I go back and watch the footage and it's a little bouncy. And now that I'm walking past this, is the music gone? The music's kind of gone, maybe. Oh no, it's still playing. Okay, well here it is. There's the big disc union. I should get my shot. How do I do it? I need to put this down. I need to get it so this will be my, when I come back here a second time. How do we do it? Sorry guys. I need one shot. Something like that. Hey, it's me. I'm doing a thumbnail for my next video. That's the kind of funny thing that you can do, is that you, like I didn't have a thumbnail for this. I didn't think about it, but, and the new donkey is here. Okay. And now you look like a real goof because you're walking around holding a microphone and a selfie stick. And this is really when you deserve some moral support, some encouraging words, because you really are looking like a goof, and a tourist at that. Okay, so here's the Mahjong place, the Mahjong Zoo. And I don't exactly know what happens at the Mahjong Zoo, but it's like, it gets pretty serious. There's like, it's still really cool. Shinjuku's still awesome. And this ramen looks fucking amazing. Oh my God, and it's so cheap. $9.80 for this giant bowl of like delicious ramen. The spicy one, Tantan Man. Look how fucking good that looks. Let me just. Oh my God, you know that is gonna be so tasty. I can't eat this but like once a year. And look at the prices. Oh man. That's gonna, and look, when there's girls eating, oh shit, when there's girls working at the ramen shop, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign actually. That's a sign of a clean ramen place. Otherwise, these places can be shitholes. There's the, look at that. That soup is gonna be insanely delicious. What else we got around here? Let's check out some stuff. We got Hunter, what the hell is this? Oh man, you can't walk out of this place without stinking like a barbecue. These are like, look at that, it's fucking, it's like $6. This giant pile of meat. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel bad for people who work there. And then here's like a little girls' dining bar. Massage and stuff at the girls' dining bar. Okay. More ramen. I kind of want to take you. Giant pile of meat. Your ramen looks so delicious. Oh man, yeah. Gang at the Mahjong place. Brian, where are you? You've been to, I've been to Shibuya and it looked different. This is, I'm in Shinjuku. I broadcasted as a Shibuya stream, but it's actually a Shinjuku stream. This looks good. Furo, Naka Furo. It looks pretty tasty. Yeah, they're all like 2 layers. You know, there's like a whole restaurant down there, and it's probably real nice. Little tiny places. Look at this. Panchi. What is this one? Super Keche. Super Kechi. It's the Super Kechi Panchi. Super Kechi? Is that ketchup? Okay. Anyway, we're just like, sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is like a real old school Kisaten. Look at this place. Oh man, I don't want to like This place is really cool. This is not the coolest place though. That's a really cool old coffee shop. Times. Coffee Times. There's an even really cool. There's a place. Oh God, I know where I should take you guys. Oh man, I totally know where I should take you. I just thought of it. There's an amazing coffee shop around here. A really, really cool coffee shop. You guys want to see more? There's the sushi place. Look, these are all, you guys can see the cost of sushi. Oh, they don't put that, so it's all 190 yen, which is like $1.20. Look at that. $1.20. Look, otoro, I mean, maguro, himachi, bintoro, buri. It's really cheap for the kaiten sushi bar. This is some novelty shop. Okay. Oh man, but I'm thinking of the really cool place I should take you. Musashino Street, coming up on Shinjuku Station. Well, I feel a little bit of shame, I have to say. Look at this shitty place. Look at these little menu, oh, this is Saba, oh, what's this called? Saba Teishoku. Oh man, this is breakfast food. I used to come to a place just like this for breakfast when I first arrived, and I was like really bummed out to find out that like there's basically no Japanese diners. There's no concept of like a breakfast restaurant. But these places like open at like 6 in the morning. Look, cash only. No credit card. Man, this is my kind of place. I love a shitty little place like this. Sorry to call your little restaurant shitty. Everything's 1,000 yen. What's this place called? I've never been. Like no name. Teishoku, I can't read the kanji. Come on, no records. Okay, so there's Shinjuku Station. Tower Records is up there at the top. You can't even see it. That's where the records used to be, and they've since moved them to Shinjuku. No. Yes, they were there, and they've since moved them to Shibuya. And should I take you to this place? Or should we just go home? What should we do? I'm just walking around like a goof. Let's do this. I'm walking around like a goof. Look at me, I'm just like sweating. It's so hot. I gotta go this way. Okay, happy Sunday, Yvonne in the house. I'm putting on weight just watching. Very affordable food for food in Japan. If you eat like the locals, they're gonna start charging a tourist tax. The yen is so weak, and there's so many foreigners here, and they keep raising the prices, and they're like shutting out the own locals. So they're thinking about making what do they call, like a tourist tax. And a bachelor tax too. I actually cook faded food. What the hell is faded food? Oh, I see. Sell by date, discount pays for another faded record. Well, if you go to any supermarket in Japan, right before they close, they put like half prices on all the prepared foods, and you will see a gaggle of usually aged people who are like, extending their pensions. Oh no, tourist tax. Yeah, I know. It doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. And I guess it's like not something you can like get you know, get around. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But, you know, Japanese used to travel all around the world, and it used to be prohibitively expensive to come to Japan. And now it's the opposite. Now everybody's coming here and they're getting their euro and their dollar is going twice as far as it did 15 years ago. And Japanese can't go overseas. They can't go to Los Angeles or New York. They have to go to Okinawa or Guam. So this is the problem. Okay. Oh, I've told you the story of Joël Robuchon, right? This is kind of a funny one. I'll tell you this story. So, you guys know Robuchon? One of the most famous chefs in the world. Joël Robuchon. And this is one of his restaurants. And he has a restaurant, a big, very big, famous restaurant here. Many, I think, but one very famous one. And I have one very loaded client, like one of the richest people in the world. And Robuchon was the private chef at a party that he hosted at his house. And the assistant told me, we're having a party, we want you to come shoot it. The chef is Joël Robuchon. I said, I have no idea who that is. You know, who? And she said, oh, you're incorrigible, Brian. It's Robuchon. He's one of the most famous chefs in the world. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know. So anyway, long story, but I showed up at the home on the day of the event, and there's an enormous sort of like industrial kitchen inside these people's private home. And there's like 30 refrigerators all right next to each other, each one with hundreds of bottles or dozens of bottles of champagne. And looks like a crazy restaurant. I'm here at the motorcycle parking, and I'm gonna go get my bike. And I show up, and there's like 5 Japanese chefs in the kitchen, and there's one French chef who's speaking to them all in French. And I thought, oh, that's Robuchon. Although I never ended up like looking up who Robuchon was, which I very much should have done. So I assumed, oh, okay, this guy's Robuchon. So I photograph him for like the next, hold on a second. The next 5 hours, whatever it was. And then at like, they're cooking food, they're cooking desserts, they're cooking all these crazy, like using balloons and like, you know, like fountains of streaming sauces. It was really ice cubes and carved out, all little flowers, caviar. The chef said to me, look at this truffle. Have you ever seen a truffle this big before? And I'm like, I've never seen a truffle in my life, I don't think. Anyway, at about like 8 o'clock, after like many of the guests have arrived, these 3 dudes show up in white. These 3 like huge guys with giant noses show up at the party. The host, oh, welcome to the house, welcome, welcome. And I realize, and he comes, they say, oh, come to the kitchen. And he goes to the kitchen, and he starts checking on everything with his like, and he takes it, like one of his like henchmen, if you will, like puts on a white jacket on him. And I realized that the guy who I've been photographing all day is not Robuchon, that this is Robuchon. And so I pull my camera out, and I'm like, oh, like, hey. And he's like, no photo. And I'm like, oh no, and I look at the homeowner, and I'm like, and they say, oh no, this is just for our personal collection. This is just for our home, home things. And he says, he says, are you French? And I said, no. And he said, do you speak French? And I said, bon appetit. And he said, I like you. And I said, okay. And he said, hey, he kept calling me all night. Hey, bon appetit. Hey, bon appetit. Bon appetit. Come here, take a photo of this. Bon appetit. Eat this. Here, bon appetit. And it was a funny night. So yeah, I got to be real chummy with Robichon for not knowing who he was at first, and then for saying that the only French I knew was Bon Appetit. Anyway. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Here, I'll show you. We'll do it together. Here's my bike. I'll tell you how this works. I know this is getting to be a bit, it was convoluted an hour ago. Actually, it was convoluted before it even started. But just because we're going for it and it's already gone this far off the rails, why not just keep going for it? Jin from Paris, France, I have to thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you did this, and that was so nice of you. Okay, we're really gonna go for this. Oh goodness. This is, I should be embarrassed. I really should be. I'm not, but I should be. I should be ashamed of how bad this is. But I'm not. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll go ahead and pay to get out of this place. Hopefully nobody will, what number are we? 30. So we gotta pay the 30. 30? Is it free today? Look at that, it's free today. Lucky me. Okay. Somebody say to me, Brian, you have no shame. Somebody just say that to me just to keep me accountable and make me feel like I shouldn't be doing this. You have no shame. Okay, so here you go. Here is the 360. It comes in like a little pouch, okay? And you open it up and it's got, here's a 360 camera, and it has a little rubber, because the lens protrude out. You can't really put a lens cap on it, so they give you this funky rubber thing to go on there, right? Okay, so we're gonna go for it. If I can remember how to do this. You guys don't need to stick around, it's fine. You guys can boogie, it's fine. It's gonna be like, it's a little bit ridiculous. It's a lot ridiculous. Okay, that. Is that all I need? That and that. Oh, and I need one more thing. Okay. Okay. So this little guy, I know I'm kind of like in and out of focus. This little guy will allow you to connect a microphone to this thing. And the microphone on it is pretty good already, but you can use an external microphone if you plug this thing in. How do I do it? That's it. Okay. And I think I'm gonna lose your audio. Tell me if you guys can still hear me. The audio's gonna change. Can you guys still hear me okay? Yes? Can you hear me? Audio's good, okay. So then you put this thing on here. You hear me more clearer. Okay, it sounded better than before. That's good to know. Probably Usually it's really loud right here, and I'm not. That's good to know. And then you do this, and you get this thing going on like this, and it's connected like this. And then it's the reason that it's on the side is because it's out of frame or whatever. It's like you need it to be like completely out of frame. So
Ayaw niya na po.
아니야, 나도 내가 여자 입장이라고 해도 다른 사람이랑 같이 성향을 만나서 하더라고.
okay, you guys couldn't hear me. I just realized. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these. Okay, I see a lot of comments. Okay, I'm gonna read some of them. They're good. Okay, your mic is not working, but maybe it is now. JR Restaurant is a must-do when an Ebby suit. Okay, says I don't know about that one. Sometimes Asian people party after a discount, but when Asian people party on down, no one sees any difference. I'm not sure I follow that. You are muted. Was I muted? Okay, I can hear. Okay, okay. Yvonne, it's hard to stop drinking on Sunday. Let's see. Okay, I hear okay now. All right, his volume was down or something. Shibuya got is a bit filthy, I think. I only go because of NHK Hall. Yeah, NHK Hall is nice, and Shibuya is a little filthy. Everywhere is a little filthy, but it's not nearly as filthy as other places. Yvonne just woke up. Was watching World Championship in track and field from Tokyo on TV this night here in Norway. Yeah, the World Champion sports thing is happening in the center of Tokyo right now. That's a big deal. Perfect prescription says no shame. At least you gave it a burl. Gave it a whirl. Gave it a burl. Gave it a burl. I like burl. What's a burl? We know it's niche broadcasting. Thanks for your patience and understanding, Mick. I appreciate it. We're here for the people. Part of the people. Thanks, Yvonne. Yvonne got name dropped in my recent newsletter. Yvonne, did you get the newsletter? You were name dropped in the newsletter. Audio good, Yornimer. Okay, the 360 lens is a fancy piece of kit because it links with viewers who can change the angles. That's right. Interactive in a way that would be pure science fiction on the street in the 1960s. Audio is good now. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, we hear you clear. Good. Okay, well, the 360 sounds picks up everything at the same volume. You speaking in the environment sounds like equal. Yeah, it works really well. We feel that we are in a big city. Yes. Let's see here. The background sound is very detailed, but Brian's vocals are a little muffed. Okay, I'm back on the thing, so it's kind of probably all over the place. I'll go back and review myself. I think it's hot in Tokyo. It is. It was raining like crazy last few days. Yeah, I somehow like missed that rain. I saw like tons of people. I saw the stations, I saw the news footage, but I don't know where I was when it was coming down. It didn't come down on me, wherever I was at the time. Tawada 106 in the house. What's up, Tawada? Yvonne Music Man, Tokyo summer is hot and humid. It is called kun something. I can try to translate. Fucking hot. Okay. Kuso atsui. Okay, that's probably what it was. Kuso atsui. Super fucking hot. Kusoatsui. Okay, we got through the Kusoatsui. I'm proud of myself for reading that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off here, and if you're so inclined, hang out on the channel, and in about 2 minutes, I will fire up the 360 camera on a different stream. I won't be able to like go directly to it, so I'll have to set another one up. But if you want to come hang out for a little bit more, I'll just take the very, very long way home. And you can, while you're watching the stream, if you're watching, you can move the stream around and you can check it out. You can see all around you, and if you, I'll try to maybe point out some things, but you are totally in control of the camera, I think. And I don't even think I am. So it's totally up to you. Maybe it'll stay in the same place for me. I'm not totally sure. But wish me luck. Rubber side down. And I'll see you guys in like 5. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. And who sent me that? Why am I spacing? Somebody sent me a $5 super chat. That was really nice. Was it Vinyl? It wasn't Vinyl Cakes. Who did that? It was. I'm embarrassed. It was Dallas. Was it Dallas? Oh my God, how embarrassing. It was Dallas. Dallas, dude, thank you. $5 for the stickers. Appreciate that. I'm there. I'm not actually all the way there, but I'm enough there to just pull the trigger on it. But I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep like sucking at it, but it's just, I feel like it's worthwhile. It's just like a good craft to home, and it's, you know, I feel like if you, I don't have any gas. If you are just a little, I certainly don't want to become like somebody who knows anything about anything as far as YouTube goes, but I do see those people who talk about like knowing things about you, and I do want to encourage anybody who's like thinking about making a video, like do it, like do it. It's so fun. It actually is really, really fun, and I think the good outweighs the bad. It's time consuming, but I don't think it has to be. And if you do it, you could probably do it much better than I do. But I would really say, like, it's been a really wonderful creative outlet, and go for it. I want to say that to you. Go for it. You can do it. If I can fucking do it, you can do it. So that's what I want to say. Please go to National Museum in Ueno. Ramses! Holy shit, are you serious? Tawada? Hi, Jane, he says, please go to National Museum in Ueno. Ramses 2 exhibit is wonderful. Oh, I saw Ramses 2 exhibit in Dallas when I was like 14 years old. I'm gonna take my kids. I'm gonna go. Thank you for that heads up, Tawada 106. I don't recognize you, Tawada 106. Thanks for being here. Nice comment. And Yornimer, thanks for the Dallas shout out. Sorry, Dallas, appreciate it though. Okay, guys, see you on the 360. Yes, don't become an expert. They know nothing. I learned from Orson Welles. Okay, 40, you got it. I'll see you guys around. All right, bye now.